If you want a fast-moving and aggressive game that features 2 or 4 players scoring off against each other in an enclosed court, racquetball's for you. Racquetball is a relatively new sport which was founded in the 50s. Joe Sobak founded the Paddle Racket Association in 1952 and distributed a set of rules to YMCAs throughout the United States to help spread the popularity of the sport. By 1969, though, the game had become so popular worldwide that a man named Robert Kendler founded the International Racquetball Association, or the IRA, thereby changing the name of the sport to racquetball. During the same year, the first racquetball official championship was held in St. Louis, Missouri, and also at the same time, the sporting goods stores began manufacturing official racquetball gear for the sport. Racquetball has a rich history, but you have to know how big the court is and what equipment is vital to play the game. So let's talk about the dimensions of the racquetball court. Remember, racquetball is played in an enclosed court, which is 40 feet long, 20 feet wide, and 20 feet high. There are 3 lines on the racquetball court. 2 are solid and 1 is dotted. The 2 solid lines are for the server. They must stay in these lines while they are serving. The dash line is for the safety of the server. Your opponent is not allowed to cross this line, during the serve. Other than that, the players can move throughout the court freely. Now we know about the court, let's talk about some of the equipment. Let's talk about the racket first. All rackets are 22 inches in length and strung surface of 106 square inches. The difference between rackets are the weight and the grips. Usually younger players are using lighter rackets, 165 grams, and older players are using heavier rackets into the 180s. If you have an extra small to medium glove, you're using a 3 5/8 grip. And if you have a large to extra large, you're using a 3 7/8 grip. The next thing I want to talk about is balls. All racquetballs are 2 1/4 inches diameter, but the difference between them are the colors. The colors denote what league you're playing in and your intensity of playing. This ball's blue, but they also come in green, black, purple, and red. Next, we're going to talk about one of the most essential things in racquetball is the safety gear. Remember, this sport is played in a relatively small area, and without concern to safety, unnecessary injuries will occur. Safety equipment and safe play are essential to enjoy the sport. Protective eyewear, like these right here, and wrist cords are mandatory. Some of the other equipment that people use for personal safety include a racquetball glove, non-stick shoes, and just all-around situational awareness. Now that we know about the court and the equipment, now let's talk about some of the amazing health benefits. Racquetball gives you an intense workout that keeps you on your toes in a fast-paced game. You can play all year long in more than 3,500 courts around the world. Some of the health benefits that come along with racquetball are burning calories. A 1-hour game of racquetball burns more calories than 1 hour of many activities that we know, including aerobics, circuit weight training, basketball, and tennis. Depending on your intensity of play and how much you weigh, you can burn over 700 calories playing racquetball. Next is balance and flexibility. In order to run across this court, dip low to hit the ball, you have to have great balance and coordination and even flexibility. You may stumble or miss a shot at the beginning, but once you start through practice, your hand-eye coordination and balance will improve. Use a wide range of motion in racquetball, forcing your body to stretch. In turn, increases your flexibility. But with every sport, make sure that you stretch before you play. The last thing I want to talk about is reducing stress. Any physical activity reduces stress by increasing your endorphins, but racquetball can especially erase all worries. When you're caught in an intense game back and forth, you're not worried about your day-to-day problems or even tomorrow's to-do list. So, I ask you the same question I asked at the beginning. If you want a fast-paced, moving, aggressive game, racquetball is for you. The history, the court, equipment, and outstanding health benefits makes racquetball one of the newest, inexpensive, healthy sports you can play. So pick up a racket and play today.